the Bullet, a Revolver Magazine podcast. We are here today with guitarist, songwriter, inventor of the tap method of playing guitar, Andrés Godoy. Welcome.
Hello, hola a todos. Son muchos los que están acá, ¿no? Here, there are 4 people, very young and very beautiful then. Welcome.
Great. I'm Sean from the United States. We're here with Suzanne from Germany. Hello. Rich from Britain.
Oi, oi, hello.
And Trinidad from Chile.
Hi, everyone.
Great. And today we are going to be doing an interview with Andrés Godoy. He is a guitarist who at age 14 lost an arm and has developed a brilliant way of playing guitar with one hand, which he's coined tap, T-A-T-A-P. And not only that, but has written some pretty beautiful songs along with it. I'd like to maybe, Andrés, could you tell us a little bit about developing the style of guitar playing that you play now?
Well, I will try it. I lost my arm when I was 14 years in an accident, no? Job accident, work accident. No? But I knew play guitar before. And when I lost my arm, my first thoughts was, what will do in the next time? Because the music in this moment mean everything for me, and mean everything now.
Yeah, right.
All my life. But in this moment, when I was a little boy in my college, I played so very good music, play guitar. And my guitar really was like my really home. Mm-hmm. My home was my guitar, not my home with my fathers, no my friends. My home was my guitar.
So like when you were playing guitar, you felt at home,
yeah.
like you say. Yeah.
In this moment, in these moments, I felt free. I felt with so much knowledge, with nobody come to set me, for example, Andrés, you are stupid, or you are very small, or you are very, very, very full, for example. In this moment, my guitar and I was the reality for me, and I don't needed anything. Then, when I lost my arm, I thought in this moment of, wow, which is my way for the future? In this moment I can't saw any way, and then
You couldn't see a future, really.
yeah.
Right.
But fortunately, my brain, my mind is a little crazy. A little, yeah.
Good kind of crazy.
And then one day I thought, well, maybe in the future, when I was adult, maybe I can find a woman she loved me and I loved her, and with this woman or another woman to take or to get children, boys, and to teach to my children and to say them, hey, boys or children, I knew guitar when I was young. Then in this moment, I start to practice in the guitar, but only putting my fingers in the positions not stroke, not hit, because because I in this moment I don't knew it.
Yeah, it was only what you knew.
Yeah,
you were playing what you knew.
Exactly, and then only I was putting my fingers in the position C, F, G, A, etc. For to teach to my children, it is only the idea, not the idea to become a guitarist.
Right.
Not the idea of to become a musician.
So this was like a positive.
Only
spin
for
on
to
this
teach it to
whole-
my children. No.
You had decided for you, guitarist,
For me,
no.
yeah.
But for your children, you wanted to pass on the knowledge.
But someday, everything in the practice, do, fa, sol, re, la. One day, like a Cristobal Colon,
Christopher Columbus.
sailing in the arm of the guitar. One day, one finger hit more passionately. Then not only this. What?
Suddenly, where did that come from?
In this moment, I discovered that maybe I could play for me, not for to become a guitarist. Never I thought this. Never because didn't exist a guitarist with one hand.
Yeah, right.
Only one hand. Don't exist. For example, an sportman with only a leg for to run.
With only one leg.
Understand? Or to boxer with only one hand. This is impossible. For to play guitar.
Again,
It's
the
the
same
same.
thing. Yeah.
It's the same. And then my logical, my brain logical is for myself, it is not possible. Right. Still, every day do it.
Practice
the
the
practice.
chords.
Yeah. But someday, one finger, one string. Another, and one string, one finger. Uno, one.
Let me describe to the listeners what we in the studio are looking at right now on the stem of the guitar. The stem, right?
On the fretboard.
On the fretboard. Thank you.
No worries.
On the fretboard with one hand, there's a tapping basically. Forcefully or different levels of intensity that are causing the sounds. There's only the fretboard being played. So any of the music you're going to hear today is one hand playing the fretboard and nothing more. All right.
Another moment when I discovered it. And my friends come to my home. My friends, my fathers know because they didn't know it. Because I don't wanted to show it to my fathers. Then my friends come, hey, Andres, yes, please, play for us. Okay. That's all. And they, beautiful,
So at the beginning it was very simple?
Yeah, very simple.
Okay.
Anything.
Right.
That's not music. You understand? I understood it.
Yeah.
But my friends very complacent.
They were complimentary.
Yeah, but I didn't need it. I knew that it is their love for me.
Yeah. Okay.
But I didn't need it.
Yeah.
And someday I say, oh no, this is not music. No, it is not good. And another time I really say some combinations. For example, one finger, one string. But one day, I put my one finger,
His index finger.
in this, and in all the strings. I hit and sound all the string.
So now he has
Not only one string.
No, he has all 6 strings covered by the
Yeah.
one finger as he whacks the fretboard.
But this
Okay.
is not music too. I know. But for me, it is was a different discovery.
Yeah.
No? Another time, one. Ask and answer. Ask, answer. A, E, A, E. Then, in this point, I have rhythm. Rhythm and chords.
Okay.
Chords.
Yeah.
Tick. Okay, in this moment I understand that I could, maybe in the future, play guitar. In another moment, when the fingers play, making combination, I could discover these other things for me, because to do this is an arpeggio with a right hand. It's impossible to make this. Then in this moment I understood that hit here, the position, the chords, hit with these fingers, 1, 2, and 3 for C, and dejando que el dedo 4,
Pinky?
pinky fingers, in this moment appear in my life the beautiful and the power of this of this finger.
My dad always said it was important.
Pinky.
Power,
Power
yeah.
of the pinky.
And then to get this, I do. Nobody
We just see what he's doing.
see it.
Yeah.
I hit 1, 2, 3. My
okay.
finger go horizontally to the. It's completely unnaturally.
Yeah.
Completely.
So instead of strumming the guitar with the right hand, there is a stroking, the pointer, the middle, and the ring finger, I had to think, are tapping very strong on the fretboard. The pinky is left free to strum as if it's its own hand, to strum individual chords and do finger picking, or finger picking as opposed to plural. So,
Well, with all this
discoveries.
discovery,
Yeah.
He really is like Christopher Columbus. I can see.
with all,
I knew you looked like somebody.
someday I thought, well, I have all these techniques. Every day I'm discovering new forms for me. Maybe I can compose some songs. In this moment, I started to compose my songs, like a songwriters.
Could we bother you to play a song
Oh,
for
yeah,
us
for
and
you,
demonstrate?
You are a very beautiful audience.
Thanks very much.
Would you?
Okay. This song, then I will play this song. It's a recent song. I composed this song the last year, like 1 year ago. And his name is Boomerang, because all in our life come, and all in our life go. Go. Change my microphone now.
Okay.
Now. Cuando te digo, por favor escúchame, y si te pido, sé, te Las cosas vienen y van en un viaje boomerang. Reclami se van de fiesta, refala, baila lulu. Si pudiera elegir, preferiría caminar un caracol a un portaavión, a un hombre esclavo en su dolor. Hey. Si ves que ya me fui, bien sabes que me quedé. Mi 7 es para ti, tu 5 en mi corazón. Las cosas vienen y van en un viaje boomerang. Relami se van de fiesta, refala, baila lulu. Si pudiera elegir, preferiría caminar a un portaavión, a un hombre esclavo en su dolor. Hey.
Nice.
That's really impressive. Do you have a special theme of songs you're writing about, like, or what do you like writing about, singing about?
¿De qué te gusta escribir? ¿Cuáles son los temas en que te inspiras para escribir?
Well, so much things, obviously. I have a great the birds. I have a great connection with the social things, because I come in my life of a very modest family. My father was a worker, and he worked in a syndicate and gremialism association in the very years ago. This is a theme, a things for me. The love, obviously, but the love in the different ways. Not the I love you, you love me.
Love in all its forms.
For me, it's very boring this point. No? Yeah, Boomerang is a song of love, but a new. I don't know if a new, but it's a point of view different, because if you can say me something that you want to say me, you can say me and I can understand, know your I can understand your be, and you can ask me my C, but really I want give you my D. Understand, this is love. Understand, for me, understand another ways. No? The ecology is another things, for very important. In this moment, we are living a very critical moment in our Earth, and for me this is very important. So many years ago, well, different things.
Now, you were talking about growing up. Where? I'm afraid I don't know where you grew up, where your hometown is. Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry. I was born in San Antonio. It's a little port, very, very modest port. It's the second port in importance in Chile, but it's very poor. I can't understand it, never. For this scene, for example, to link with your question, my point of view about the difference, the social difference. Mm-hmm. But I was born in San Antonio in 1953. I don't know.
1953.
Yeah. So much years ago. Don't say me old.
How long did you spend in San Antonio? You said.
Yeah.
How long were you in San Antonio for?
How long? It's 120 kilometers from Santiago. This is the.
¿Pero cuánto tiempo viviste?
Hasta los 17 años.
So you were 17 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this moment, I came to Santiago for study in the university philosophy, and in this moment I was developing my technique. But I was studying philosophy.
And did you always want to study philosophy?
Siempre quisiste estudiar filosofía.
The philosophy was my second interest in the life.
After I assume music?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But did you ever study music as well?
Yeah. Always I study music with friends, in institute, etc. I don't finish my study of philosophy because arrived the dictator Pinochet. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in this moment, everybody that we were studying psychology or philosophy or history. In this moment, we were strange people because we are thinking about the troubles of the world.
Right. Yeah. And there were no troubles, of course.
Yeah.
Could we get you to play one more song, and then we're gonna...
Yeah.
Yep, that would be fantastic.
I will do... Yeah.
Go ahead.
I will do now Hazlo con dulzura. Do it with sweetness. Is a ecological song. It's important. This song have 25 years, this song, the next song.
It's 25 years old?
Yeah. In this moment, I was saying the trouble about our earth, and I composed this song thinking maybe in the next 20 years, the troubles, we haven't any troubles, but I have very sad because we have so much trouble. It's a paradox. It's a paradox.
Yeah, so it's an optimistic outlook on environmental issues.
Okay. Todo lo que hagas, hazlo con dulzura, y lo que digas, dilo con amor. Así como cuando eras un chiquito y todo te gustaba con gran sabor. Es que no ves lo que está pasando al lado tuyo, a tu alrededor, con los pececitos, los arbolitos, con el globito terráqueo. Todo lo que hagas, hazlo con dulzura, que nadie diga que no estás aquí, dando tu amor, todo tu amor, poniendo entero tu corazón. Quizás mañana sea tarde para darnos un poco más de cariñitos, de ternuritas, de tiernecitos coqueteos. Cada vida tiene su manera, su estructura, su cultura, su espiritualidad. Lo visible y lo invisible juegan en cada rincón. Hazlo con dulzura. Cada gesto tiene un reflejo que transmite mil enlaces de algo anterior. Cada acción tiene su principio en el primitivo gesto de la creación. Hazlo con dulzura. Hazlo con dulzura. Hazlo con dulzura. Hazlo con dulzura.
Thank you. So you came to Santiago, you were studying philosophy, you stopped studying philosophy, and then you focused on your music?
In this moment, my focus was how el foco era en ese momento, para quienes éramos en ese minuto jóvenes, pensar cómo podíamos luchar para que mi tronchet no estuviese más.
The only focus of young people at that moment was to think of how to stop Pinochet.
Yeah. For us, so much people young in this moment, the importance not was to study or to become a musician. The most important was the democracy again. And then I work in this. Mm-hmm. I worked in this with an association, groups, and in the time I returned to the music in the peñas clandestinas. No, yeah, bares clandestinos.
So, peñas clandestinos were bars that were kind of like, I don't know if other countries have this, but in the United States during the Prohibition, you had things called speakeasies, which were bars when alcohol was illegal, and they had secret knocks, and they moved a lot, and special hidden locations. And in the United States, it was for the consumption of alcohol, which in the 1920s was illegal. This was an entirely different topic, where the peñas clandestinos were for people to get together for entirely different reasons. And there are still like a few existing in Santiago. I think, what is the one on San Diego? Well, anyway, there's still a few around. So you were playing music at this time in these bars?
But the music was only with the letters of this music. It was resistance, about the resistance. Okay. Without over the Pinochet out. Okay. This was our focus. But in this practice, nosotros desarrollamos. En ese momento nosotros desarrollamos un movimiento, un movimiento musical.
A new musical movement.
Yeah, clandestino. No sé cómo se dice clandestino.
Yeah, it's like
outside.
A hidden or underground.
Underground.
Yeah. But very different of the underground of now, because if you are underground now, today, it's very different to be underground in this time, because in this time, when you were underground, come the military.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It was dangerous.
This is difference.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. Last week we interviewed Martin Núñez. Thank you. sorry, Martin, who filmed a movie, Pank, which was on the punk rock era of Chile. And he spoke about, finally, democracy came. And the leadership changed. And a lot of the punk bands from that time period really lost their drive and their ambition because they felt they had lost their driving force. Within this musical movement, when democracy did come and the change did happen, what, in general, these musicians, how did that change this environment, this group of musicians?
La semana pasada vino Martín Núñez,
Ajá.
que hizo un documental de música punk en Chile. Sí. Los grupos punk en Chile, durante la dictadura, tenían su objetivo claro, que era el mismo de lo que hablabas tú antes.
Claro.
Y cuando llegó ya la democracia, se quedaron como sin saber qué hacer. Sí. Habían perdido su objetivo. Sí. ¿Qué pasó con tu movimiento musical cuando llegó la democracia?
Disappeared too.
Yeah?
Yeah. So much of friends and musicians disappear. Disappear like a musicians, but not like a main creatives. Today, you can call to this man, and this man continue playing, but in his homes, completely out of the scene of today's scene.
Yeah,
scene.
In the scene. Yeah.
I think that each moment have our artists that they represent the moments of this moment.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you don't, si no te reconstruyes, if you don't rebuild
yourself,
if you don't rebuild, you died. Yeah. In my case, I stopped to play 20 years ago because our children grow and we need money. And then the music, we can live with the music in this moment. And then
So in this moment, you too were one of the musicians that went from playing a lot of tocadas, which is gigs, to really kind of disappearing from the public eye and changing your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at this time you had a family to support.
Exactly. You disappear for the scene, for the stages, but not like a people, like a person, like a creative man or people, no? Yeah. In my case, I continue writer, composing, blah, blah. But changed my life to the side, and I started to work in the social works with so much groups of the regions.
Regional groups, yeah.
Yeah, regions in all Chile, helping, collaborating with the musician in Chile.
Now, are you referring to your work with the Escuela de Rock?
Ah, yes. But first, Asociación de Trabajadores del Rock.
Workers of Rock.
Workers of Rock.
Yeah.
This is very, 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 muy humorístico, muy chistoso, ¿cómo se dice? A very joke.
A joke. It's a joke?
It is very joke.
Why?
Because workers of rock in no one of the world, nobody think that one rocket man is a worker.
Yeah. What is the money for nothing and your chicks for free? That Dire Straits, is it Dire Straits that sings that? Anyway, there's that song.
A rocket man is a man that he enjoy his life. He's free. He have so much money, much women, much drugs, this, but not worker.
Okay.
This is
so your association had 5 people.
Yeah, only 5.
No.
But we we built this association as worker of rock, and the next step was the rock schools.
Okay, so the Association of Workers of Rock actually was before Escuela Rock, and Escuela Rock came from that association. Ish. Oh, sorry.
It was después de la asociación de rock vino, o sea, a partir de eso vino la escuela de rock.
Yeah, because the rock association give us an experience about what estaba pasando, what was happening in the streets and the regions of Chile.
Let me explain to our listeners too. Escuela de Rock is something really unique to Chile. It is a group, an organization of professional musicians who have in some way or form established themselves, who have decided to give back to the community of emerging artists and mentor them and teach them. And each school, and this could be, there's much more to it than this, but each school is regional. So they're looking for young songwriters, musicians to mentor and nurture into rock to build a unique Chilean musical scene, I think, is my understanding of what the Escuela Rock is. And I talked, give it a try. Sure, please.
La escuela de rock, el objetivo que tiene es en cada región formar músicos y...
Yeah.
¿Sí?
Yeah, support.
Okay, I got it.
Support the good talents.
Yeah, mentor.
But these groups, they haven't money. They haven't possibilities.
Yeah. These are groups that most likely wouldn't have opportunities otherwise. They're people that maybe wouldn't have access to guitar, piano lessons, or learning how to produce songs or music or arrange or songwrite. So this is more on the lines of working with the communities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So could we... Oh, go ahead.
No, so what made you come back to music after all that time? ¿Por qué volviste a tocar música ahora de vuelta?
This is... Porque... Voy a hablar en español. Porque para ciertas personas, depende, ¿no? Pero para mí, la enfermedad, cierto tipo de enfermedades han sido vitales en mi propio impulso.
So certain illnesses have been important in your life.
Yeah. For example, por ejemplo, cuando tuve mi accidente, en ese momento pensaba que no tenía ninguna opción hacia el futuro. Realmente no veía nada.
For example, after the accident, he thought that there was nothing else.
Y a los pocos años descubrí que haber perdido mi brazo me daba una oportunidad para desarrollar algo para mí distinto.
But then he discovered that losing an arm was a chance to discover something new.
Y en el tiempo eso se notó porque desarrollé una técnica para guitarra, terminé algunos estudios, etc. Me casé, tuvimos hijos, desarrollé una vida completamente normal, teniendo esta discapacidad y ese dolor.
So then from all that, he developed a new technique and got married, had kids, and made a pretty normal life, even though he had a disability.
Y ahora, ¿por qué regresé a la música? Porque sentí, primero, que en las familias estaba todo ok, cada cual en su lugar, y todo ok.
And he came back to music because, first he thought his family was all right.
Yeah. Y porque hace 4 años atrás, exactamente, me vino una nueva enfermedad. Me dio en el brazo, tuve una enfermedad que se llama epicondilitis.
Oh.
Epicondilitis es una enfermedad en el codo,
Elbow.
en el elbow.
So 4 years ago you had a new disease called epicondilitis.
Epicondilitis. Ya.
Your elbow.
Claro. La epicondilitis es un hueso, es un punto por donde pasan los tendones, la musculatura para esto. Para
Tendinitis, maybe?
tendones, músculos.
I'll have to look that up. That might be tendinitis, which is a tenderness and a tendons. But get my medical dictionary. Okay.
Yeah. Then, y perdí toda mi fuerza en los dedos y perdí toda la habilidad. Yo soy muy independiente. Puedo no solo tocar guitarra, puedo pelar tomates. Sí, de verdad, puedo, en fin, cambiar pañales a mis hijos.
So you lost your strength on your fingers.
Yeah, perdí toda la fuerza en mis dedos en 2 o 3 semanas.
Uf.
Y de nuevo quedé así. Esta vez ya no era solo era mirando el mundo que pasaba. Bueno, y me sometí a una serie de tratamientos para recuperar lo básico que era la fuerza.
So you went to a treatment?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Like physical therapy, probably. Yeah.
sure, and recovered the strength
Yeah.
in your hand.
Yeah. Y cuando tenía mi mirada tal vez un poco perdida, en el sentido de que no me voy a recuperar, y esto realmente perdió la vida, pierde completo sentido en este minuto.
So when you were experiencing the disease, you felt like there was nothing else again, and you were depressed.
Completely depressed. En ese minuto me encontré con un viejo amigo doctor, y él me dijo: Andrés, vuelve, vamos a hacer estos ejercicios, pero fundamentalmente tienes que volver a tocar guitarra.
So you met with an old friend, a doctor,
Yeah.
and he inspired you so you could continue playing guitar.
Yeah. Yo le dije a él: esto está loco. Todos los doctores dicen que yo no debo hacer esto, no debo tomar nada. ¿Cómo voy a tocar guitarra si tengo que hacer todo esto? Tú estás loco.
So you told him, "You crazy, I can't play any more guitar."
Yeah. Y él me dijo: sí, estoy loco, pero hazlo igual.
So he answered, "Yes, I'm crazy, but do it anyways."
Anyway, yeah. Yo le hice caso a él, entendí lo que me dijo y comencé a practicar de nuevo 10 minutos, 15 minutos cada día, y luego 1 hora, y luego 2 horas, y luego 3 horas.
So you listened to his advice and started practicing again. First like 10 minutes every day, and then 1 hour, 2 hours, etc.
Entonces, el dolor, la enfermedad, me trajo de vuelta a la guitarra, porque en ese minuto decidí abandonar todos mis trabajos. Decidí abandonar mi estabilidad, nuestra estabilidad.
So it was the pain and the disease that made you come back to play music again and left your other works, your other jobs. Sorry.
Sí, porque la vida me estaba indicando por segunda vez que en realidad lo mío era la música y no otras cosas. Y que por favor no la abandonara más.
Because life was telling you once again that music was your thing in this life.
Por eso regresé.
Good. I want to hear more of that music of your life. If you would, please. Another song?
Ok. Ángeles, voy a tocar Ángeles y Mosquitos.
Okay. Angels and Mosquitoes.
¿Ah? ¿Te explico? No. Sí, el instrumental piece.
So I know that you were several times in the US and even Europe. Like, I think you played in Paris and Germany.
Yeah.
And are you planning to do any tours in foreign countries again, so that maybe our foreign listeners can make this special experience as well?
I started my tours in 3 years ago. First in the USA, in Los Angeles, San Diego, Arizona, in this area. And 2 years ago, I was invited to Germany to do Osnabrück, very beautiful city, and a very important festival in Osnabrück, and another cities inside Germany. In this moment, I played too in Belgium and Holland, and in this year, I was for 6 months on a tour for 6 months in Germany, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Holland, Belgium, Canada, New York, and returned to Europe again. And it was an independent tour because by myself, I coordinate, I prepare my tours. I'm waiting for a booking, an agency, a good agency. Well, maybe in the future, no? And now I'm planning my next tour for the next year, and I have now so many dates and gigs in Germany, Duisburg, Frankfurt, Berlin, Stuttgart, Hamburg, and in Belgium too, in Brussels, in Holland, in France, Paris, and around Paris, and in Italy too. I'm very, 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 very proud of this work because it's all is in an independent work.
Is there a website where people can find the tour dates? Your website?
Yeah.
Tu página web para que la gente pueda saber tus...
Yeah, my página web. www. I don't know how I said.
www.
Yeah. myspace.com/Andrés Godoy, and another www.andresgodoy.com.
So www.andresgodoy.com.
Yeah.
Okay, and Andrés Godoy is spelled ANDRESGODOY. Our avid listeners. You had a...
Yeah, well, we always have at the end our shoot off the hip question, which is a bit more philosophical question.
I'm sorry. You had a question about the audience difference?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
I was interested as well in what kind of audience you prefer. Whether you prefer playing in front of a big audience or more in a familiar, small atmosphere in a small bar.
I like all the audience really but I think that all the artists, all the musicians need an audience with so much respect for their works, no, musical works. For example, in Germany, I play into the circuit of fingerstyle. It's a very nice circuit of guitarists only. The audience is more adult. It's more adult. Mm-hmm. Maybe 30 years.
Can you explain to someone who doesn't understand fingerstyle what exactly that circuit, that style would entail?
Yeah. It's fingerstyle is en este circuito.
This circuit.
Yeah, en este circuito El guitarrista fingerstyle es un guitarrista que incorpora elementos de música clásica, folk y música popular.
The guitarist plays classic, folk and popular music.
Yeah. Entonces, a veces puede sonar un poco jazz, un poco clásico, o muy popular o rock incluso. Siempre es instrumental, no es cantado, no es canción, es instrumental.
So it has sounds like rock or classic or jazz, but it's always only instrumental.
Yeah, only instrumental. Creo que los guitarristas fingerstyle en los últimos 30 años han sido quienes más elementos técnicos han descubierto para la guitarra que otras tendencias.
So the fingerstyle guitarists are the ones that have discovered the most new techniques. For music.
Yeah. Entonces, este circuito se compone solo de guitarristas que tocan... perdón, un pequeño paréntesis. El guitarrista fingerstyle normalmente toca con cuerdas de acero, no cuerdas de nylon, cuerdas de acero.
So the fingerstyle guitarist only plays with the
Steel strings. Yeah. Not with nylon. Yeah, it's more...
Hard.
Tú te puedes rebanar.
You can slice your finger with it.
Zoom.
Now, is it the same as finger picking? Finger style? Is it the same?
It's the same.
Similar?
Not exactly the same.
Okay.
Because into the fingerstyle include more techniques, more different techniques.
Okay.
Finger picking is only you need to play with your right hand some techniques of the finger picking.
Right.
But with the fingerstyle you use different techniques.
So finger picking would be one type of all the umbrella of fingerstyle, and fingerstyle really explores the whole instrument and everything that's possible to do with it.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting.
Like an orchestra. Sometimes you into the circuit of fingerstyle, you can see some guitarists with a part of my technique hit on making chords, but with his hand making some percussion over the guitar, and making tapping, for example. Another things.
Could we hear more? When do you have one more song in you?
Oh yeah.
Guapiti ahora mismo para descansar cerca de un siglo, sin preocuparme de los problemas en mi trabajo, en mi familia. Boris contaba que los guapitis vivían dentro de uno mismo, que eran algo así como un nirvana. Si uno los encuentra del dolor se salva. Guapitilo antes, que llene de paz mis instantes. Recuerdo otoños de alegría pura, jugando en mares de hojas secas, corriendo cerro abajo entre la lluvia, sin miedo ni espanto, sin dolor ni llanto. Quiero un guapitilo antes, llene de paz mis instantes. Lo busco en las librerías, en las catedrales, en la biogenética, en los bares por internet, pero nunca se aparece ni por aquí, ni por allí, ni por ningún lado en donde lo he ido a buscar. Contaba que los guapitis vivían dentro de uno mismo, que eran algo así como nirvana. Si uno los encuentra del dolor se salva, que era un guapitilo antes, que llene de paz mis instantes. Lo busco en las librerías, en las catedrales, en la biogenética, en los bares por internet, pero nunca se aparece ni por aquí, ni por allí, ni por ningún lado en donde lo iba a buscar. Sigo esperando, sueño poderlo encontrar. Sigo esperando, sueño poderlo encontrar.
So, are you planning on making any shows here in Chile soon, anytime soon?
Yeah, in the 23rd of January, I will play in La Barcaza in Santa Isabel a las 9 de la noche, 21 hours. And
at 9 p.m.
yeah, with some very good friends invited, like Carlos Justiniano and Svanje, and Floppy too, and Tito's Karate. We played the 23, and in this time, really for me the more important is to record my new 2 CDs. One CD is only instrumental piece, and one CD is only songs.
And when can we expect to see this work finished?
What?
¿Cuándo va a salir esos discos? ¿Cuándo van a salir?
Yeah. I think that I will finish this record in March. Then in April we will have the new CDs, the new 2 CDs.
Okay, good.
All right, now we have, and this will be maybe something to explain, the shoot from the hip question, a random non sequitur question. And this week it's being brought to you by Suzanne.
Cada semana al final del programa tenemos una pregunta que quizás no tiene que ver con nada, es una cosa filosófica loca.
Okay.
Y ahora Susan te va a hacer la pregunta.
Perfect.
Yeah, think about that there's some sound that no one hears. There's no one who can hear the sound. Does the sound really exist? Imagínate que hay un sonido, pero no hay nadie que no escuche a este sonido.
Ajá.
Entonces, ¿este sonido verdaderamente existe o no?
Now the philosophy major.
It's a good.
It's kind of like the if a tree falls in the woods and nobody
Wow.
sees it, did it
The
fall?
sound exists in itself. Because if something or someone produce some sounds, the sound is fly for the particulars, fly for the space. Maybe nobody in the other side listen the sound, but the sound exists because the universe have a sound, the primitive sound. All come of this primitive sound. Then, if in the universe the life was born, maybe this type of life develop some particular form to listen. Maybe, for example, the rocks in the beach don't listen. You don't know. I don't know too. But maybe these rocks develop some form in their particulars. I believe that the sound exists. Maybe if nobody exists, nobody of us exists, the sound exists. Existe de todas maneras.
Exists
everywhere.
anyway.
Great question.
Thanks
Nice.
a lot.
Nice. And this has been Andres Godoy. We are here in Estudio in Infrasondido in Santiago, Chile. You're listening to The Bullet, a Revolver magazine podcast. And I think we've got time for one more song.
Oh yeah.
Okay, great. That would be fantastic.
Well, for your ask, the next song is Tic Tac. The name is Tic Tac, and then I composed this song. Listen to the watches of wall, relojes de pared. No sé cómo se dice.
Clocks.
To the clocks, yeah.
Listening to the pendulum swing on a clock.
When I was very, very child, I listened tick tack, ding, 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 ding inside to the watch of the wall, and I thought in this moment I thought that I would like in the future maybe to compose a song for this watch, and then this for the sound.
Great. Well, thank you for listening. We are closing down this edition of The Bullet, Revolver Magazine podcast. Thank you, Andres, very much for coming and sharing with us your story and your music.
Thank to you and yours for inviting me. Really, for me, it's a great honor to share my music and to share some type of conversation and sailing about our minds.
If you're in the Santiago area and interested in hearing Andres live at the Bar Casa on January 23rd, he's going to be playing. And you can see the guitarist, songwriter, philosopher, creator of the tatap form of fingerstyle playing. And I'm going to say this is a good kind of crazy, if it's crazy that got you playing again. So thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.